One of the very interesting findings that we had from our census, which was commissioned by growingupmilkinfo.com, was that the majority of parents find their toddler are fussy eaters. And this can be quite a challenging problem. And from my own experience as a psychologist, certainly over the years, I've found that fussy eating is probably one of the most common problems that parents have with their toddler. In fact, it's so common that I consider fussy eating as normal. There are many reasons why a toddler becomes a fussy eater. It might be a particular food he doesn't like. It might be that she's simply beginning to assert her own personality and trying to stamp her own authority over mum and dad. Or it could be that the parents are too anxious and trying to rush the meal. Could be any of these reasons. But often what happens is there's one incident, a small incident, where the toddler simply doesn't finish her meal. And then mum and dad start to get worried about it. Why didn't you eat it? Oh, come on, darling, try this, try that. And before you know it, after 2 or 3 weeks, suddenly the whole meal experience has become a battleground. And the parent's thinking, my goodness, how did we ever get here? And the toddler's thinking, I don't like this either. But they're stuck in that situation. So there are many different possible reasons. The key thing for parents, though, is not really to worry too much about how did we get here. The key thing is, how are we going to change things? For any parent who's worried about their toddler's fussy eating habits, the first piece of advice I give is relax. The more agitated you get about your toddler's fussy eating, the more your toddler will realise, hey, this is a fantastic way to get mum all worked up. This is a terrific way for mum and dad to give me attention. So turn it round, make sure that you don't create a huge incident out of every mealtime. Just relax. The second thing I would say is sit with your toddler while he's eating. Make it a family meal. That makes it a much more enjoyable experience for him. Thirdly, I would say look at eating from your toddler's perspective. What does the food actually look like? Is it attractive? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Is it greasy? Does the plate look inviting? You know, it's always better to give a small amount of food on a large plate than a large amount of food on a small plate. It's just so much more inviting. Look at the cutlery, the eating position. So make it a pleasant experience from that point of view. The third thing I'd say is, if you want to introduce new food to your toddler, or there's certain foods that he refuses to eat, just start off with a little amount at a time. You might even mix it in with the food that you know he likes and gradually build up from there. Give your toddler a chance to relax and enjoy his meal. Don't rush it through. And if you take that advice, I'm sure the whole eating experience will become much more enjoyable for the family, not just for your toddler. As parents, we all want the best for our child. We want our toddler to grow and develop and become the person that he can be. And of course, eating sensibly is part of that. So I think it's very important that we do our best to ensure our toddler has a balanced diet. If you want more information about healthy eating and tips on how to cope with your fussy eater, then go to our website, growingupmilkinfo.com. There's something for everybody there. It's a fantastic source of information and advice.